shit. I said, okay, let me start the TikTok live as well. The live is finishing. Security category. Okay. So, I am right back where we left off previously because I flubbed it and I failed and I lost. And also, I just figured out about like 10 minutes ago that you can actually save the game. So that would have been nice. That would have been nice because I lost. I mean, it only took me like I think like 10 minutes to get back to where I was and to get the progress. But yeah, so we're just jumping right back into the middle of it. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I will be completely honest. I do have a guide up. I got the guide up to get back to where I previously was. I'm just gonna keep it open because if I don't finish Ace Attorney today, I may go a little insane. I love this game, but it's been way too long. Okay, so recap. In the murder trial, I still don't know what about her and the whole murdering the detective guy thing. I don't know what that's about. But turns out that accidentally, maybe Habs, her sister Emma, the little scientist girl, may have accidentally killed Neil Marshall. Okay, and that's what we're trying to prove. So we just did that. We kind of proved that. So we're gonna have to prove something else. This is where I failed. Okay, but I have a perfect fucking sparkle with the judge. Like shout out to that guide. So okay. And then she was like, oh my god, what do you mean, like, Emma killed the guy? No, she didn't, blah, 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 because that's her sister. Joe Dark murdered prosecutor Marshall. So they're trying to say the serial killer murdered the prosecutor guy. I don't think I really need to give more info than that. I think that's... How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her? Imagine that, coming from you. Shade. Okay. And then we're gonna get asked, like, how can we prove that it was actually her who did it? Because this is what I fucked up with. I almost keep anyone from what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're gonna have proof. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? Evidence? And we do. It's the jar, okay? I clicked the cloth. It's the jar. Even though it's just got a smear of blood, so I don't understand. I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it certainly would be difficult to prove this with evidence. And then after we finish this, I may or may not start The Walking Dead. It depends on how long this goes on. I was a little late today because they decided to do yard work. If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in the incident are dead. We certainly can't get dead people to testify. Ouija board, I said it once and I'll say it again. Ouija board! Touché, Miss Skye. Of course. That only leaves us with one possibility. You mean there's still another possibility? The possibility of that being possible is just another possibility that's entirely possible. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? I mean, the possibility that the victim has left us a message. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another. That's impossible. But is it? I'm about to put this jar forth. Y'all remember that jar? Also, doing the jar thing and making it look like the Blue Badger, this took me significantly less time getting back to this than it did when I was doing it on live, because that took me like, oof, that took me way too long. Well, Mr. A, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? I've got to think back to the court record. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind. For show. This message from the deceased is already in our possession. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister a murderer? We in court, baby! That's my job! Do not be mistaken, Miss Skye. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There is only one thing we seek, the truth. Also, it was an accident, so can she really be charged? Not in my court! No matter how painful it may be. Now then, Mr. Wright, please show us a piece of evidence that conveys a message from the deceased. It's the jar. It is in fact the jar. This is the message left by the deceased. This is that Blue Badger from before, right? Oh, is he gonna just speak the killer's name? Okay, you got jokes. If that thing could, I'm sure it would. Looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here, on the surface of this jar. What do you mean? If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on the jar. Looks like someone wiped the blood away. Was it you? Be honest. Yes, but notice, for some reason, the blood on some of the fragments were not wiped away. Yes, there's a line here, drawn in blood. He's a fucking genius, guys. Holy shit. So what you're saying is these dots were once lines. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left him to leave behind a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent. No! We got him now, boys. Mr. Wright, what kind of message does the victim leave for us? I don't know. I ain't put the dots together yet. Your Honor, I believe these bloodstains will reveal to us the answer. I've got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances. His murderer's name. Yeah, no, I see it now, because I was like, damn, this just kind of splatters, but now that you're saying that, yeah, I see it. Do I, oh. Okay. E? Maybe that's fine enough. M. I can spell, guys. I know this is gonna come as a shock. I can, in fact, spell. Whoa, mama. Okay, we're good. I don't have to connect this, do I? Because I'm gonna be hella mad. I fear it looks exactly like an E. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's the defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lonnie. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. It was an accident, okay? Cut the girl some slack. So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hey. Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. That's gotta be a hard thing to live with, because, like, if that, my boy, it's the jar. Yeah, it's the jar. See, Worthy, yes, I didn't work. I still don't like this man. Even if he didn't do anything, I still do not like him, okay? I hate him. Bad vibes. Maybe he'll redeem himself in another game, but still don't like him. Chief Gant. Do you understand the implications of what you've done? What? What are you talking about? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not? Ah! Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man... But was he innocent, though? Because, can I say there was previous murder rings, apparently. Not only that, but used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. I'm not sure how to say that, I'm gonna be honest with you. But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. Suck my balls, Gant. Fuck! I hate this man! I'm afraid that's not important. It literally is in the context. It is factually important. Didn't you know? We aren't defenders of justice. Eh? Ain't you a cop? He's proving everyone right. We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. I'm gonna sentence you to death just for the fun of it. I don't like you. In fact, I hate you. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Edgeworth, you can get a licking. I will literally turn the other way. I will distract the judge by throwing a keychain across the room. You go for it, pal. Despite what anyone may say, this fact could not be denied. I hate this guy. What's going on with the prosecutor? They might have sent an innocent man to his death! How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault? But it wasn't his... See, everyone's got peanut brains. Are we forgetting the fact that they gave him the forged evidence? He didn't even know it was forged evidence. The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. Wow, and I was right there at a save point. This sucks. See, this is where I figured out you could save in the middle of a trial. So, that fucking sucks. Because I could have just saved before I got lost a lot of sparkle, and then I would have finished it the other day. Ah, so tilting. Sorry, Edgeworth. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours. I will save you, Pookie. Just give me the words. You don't have to put on this lone alpha wolf act. I will be your beta. You can be the alpha. But we're a pack for a reason. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. His timing needs to be studied. Loki, Detective Gumshoe has the worst timing on the planet. Ah! Oh, yes I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? He's so cute, bro. You got a lot of nerve, pal. Making a detective run all around while I'm this wasn't me! To top it all off, you call me here. I've seen after I'm getting deja vu. Take it Lana's having you run errands again. Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Yeah. She asked me to give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law. Edgeworth was talking about this just the other day. You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Is that right, Mr. Wright? It's in the name. Seems so. You can at least study some evidence law. Really? Chief Prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. A message? She said, if you're planning to take him on, you're going to need this book. Do we get to put Detective Gant in jail? Or not Detective Gant, whatever, Chief of Police, whatever. I hate him. I pray. Guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read. And this guy explains the 2 rules of evidence law. Doesn't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is the Chief Prosecutor's sentence. That's where you're wrong, Detective. Huh? Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat? Despite all these allegations being thrown at me? Mr. Edgeworth. The real trial today hasn't begun yet. Holy aura! What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility has been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. I'm a Sky fan that she unwittingly caused the man's death, and now you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal! You're missing the point, Detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. That's right, I forgot about that. Yeah, Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. He was already previously dead. And then she stabbed him, so it looked like the other knife stabbed him, not the first knife she found. I forgot about that one, actually. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. Yes, she'll get a lighter sentence. Oh, what is it called? Something of a corpse? Desecration of a corpse or something? I don't know. I mean, she also tried to cover up the murder. I will say that one. There is also that. That means the real killer is still out there. What? And I know who the fuck it is, and I'm gonna put his ass in jail. And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. But why did he murder him? Was it like just for fun? This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. I need to know why. Tell me why he. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, Your Honor. The Inquiry Committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. I will take on those harsh penalties for him. He's only 3 apples tall, Your Honor. Thank you for the news, Your Honor. He really takes it in stride. Love him or hate him. Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness. But, this isn't easy to say. You see, there's some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have, struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witness. More than one witness. I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and... Very well, You know, Your Honor, you're not very good about skirting around this. I have a solution. A solution? That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? Fuck yeah, man. Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Leave it to Edgeworth, okay? Poor Edgeworth can't catch a break. I know! I love him. I just want, like... Ugh. Very well, the defense accepts the prosecution's proposal. Then it's settled. The defense may now call forth the next witness, Mr. Wright. You do realize this is your last chance. If you called the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. The defense calls... Ooh, the types... Oh, to bring out the real murderer? I know. And I know it was you. I know it was... Can I get a confirmation that it is him? I don't want to lose anything before. I don't want to fuck up again. Because I know he murdered him. Everyone, I mean, look at Gumshoe. He would never do anything ever wrong. But also, I'm staring sideways at Angel Star. I don't know. But I hate this man. He's 65. He's 65? Damn. Brother's old. Sorry to any 65ers out there. Okay. Anyway. I think it's Marshall or Dan. Yeah, okay, it's Gant. It's Gant. We got it. The music stopped. We're good. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. I'm gonna eat his toenails. Damon Gant? What does he have to do with any? I know he's your boyfriend, Your Honor. But you gotta let him go. Because do you know what he is? Murderer. As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way. True. He don't like him. They fucking hate each other trying to defend us. Right? Like, just let him go. There's other 65-year-old men out there for you. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? True. All right. Bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. I'm so excited. Bow. Oh, you don't even know what's coming for you. Witness, please state your name and occupation. What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I'm just on my way to lunch. All you're gonna be eating is this knuckle sandwich, pal. Your name and occupation, sir. Worthy, are you sure you want to do this? Absolutely. Your name and occupation. This is like the fourth time I've had to see Edgeworth do this. So, you want to play hardball, eh? But please, Mr. Gant. Fine. My name is Damon Gant. I'm the acting chief of police. Acting. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony. Oh, righto. What's with the... Are you going to ask if I've been swimming again? Do I need to go swimming? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered the... I mean, we're all adults here. Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There are still some things unaccounted for. Oh? Like what? Like the role you played in all of this. As the... He's the puppeteer. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish. I may be dumb, but I ain't stupid, you know what I'm saying? You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons. Is this a threat? Your Honor, your boyfriend's threatening me. Like, y'all... Never say their name and occupation on the first try except Emma and Gumshoe because they're the goats. True. No, Edgeworth is always going through it with people. Like... Weapons. Sure, take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want... I hate you. And that just makes you look like... I know he's trying to do like this weird power play thing, but this just makes you look more suspicious. You know that, right? What? Is that true? Oh, wait, I didn't... I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify. Well, that's just fucked up. I think the laws should be rewritten, and I never checked this either. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Remember that. That's going to come back. Of course, such an action carries with it certain risks. Sorry. My brain already gone. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say I didn't warn you. You're going to prison. You're going to live out the rest, 2 years of your life in prison. Very well, the witness may now begin his testimony. Here to bullshit. As I recall, oh sorry, I gotta lock in. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. You're telling me. I know she's strong, okay? Like, yeah, like she was a detective, whatever. You gotta have training for that, whatever. Like physical training. You're telling me she moved 2 big, grown-ass men across the office and arranged them in such a way where it would require heavy lifting before you even got there. I ain't buying it. I'm not buying it. Is that when Dark was arrested? Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious. Rip. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head. I'm not inclined to believe that either, but whatever. I see. Everything seems pretty clear-cut. Stop believing his words, Your Honor! If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. Anyway. Get your head out of the gutter, bro. As I recall, a ceremony was held at the police department that day. Yes, that's right. I guess you could say I'm a workaholic. I think you a bitch. After winning his award, Neil was all fired up too. That's probably what spooked Dark and made him run away like that. Okay. Was the defendant, Lana Skye, also present in the room? I don't quite remember. At the very least, she wasn't there when Dark ran for it. That hair on my lip. I think it's dog hair. So the two of you ran immediately after him, right? That's right, but Dark made it to the elevator first, so Neil and I split up. He went upstairs and I went downstairs. I guess you could say he got lucky. What's this about a power outage? Oh, that. The elevator stopped all of a sudden. I got the shock of my life. Well, probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart. Have you no empathy? What is wrong with this man? That's not funny. Whatever, I'm not even gonna get into that. Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together. Dark was also lying collapsed on the— oh, sorry, Dark was also lying collapsed on the floor. That's me, Phoenix. Yes, apparently his head was knocked out. Threatening Miles to Gant is so suspicious, throw him in jail. No, for real, we should just throw him in jail on the grounds of he's annoying me. Like, genuinely. Next to them were those 2 poor girls. Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done. Apparently she had already arranged the crime. I'm calling bullshit completely. How can you know that? Because of the victim's body, it had already been moved. So that means you found the body near Lana's desk. That's right. I think you said earlier it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor. Yes. Anyway. I don't know if this is on purpose. The dialogue is throwing me off so badly, first of all. He's weird. Hold on. Okay, hold on. He's fucking me up. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt, but moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is that how it really went down? Positively not. Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. I'm trying to order a farm on him, Ezra. God, let me have my moment. If you're going to stare at anything, you'd be better off staring at the court record. Worthy. Always a smooth talk. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. But which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence, but that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident. Okay, Because there is this. But that's for the Goodman stuff. This is to link him in the, blah, blah, blah. I still want to know about this fucking screwdriver, just by the way. Nothing, positively nothing has been said about that at all. My tip was in the wound. Can I just, like, get him on the ground so, like, he's suspicious as fuck? The suit of armor is at his desk, I think. Yeah. A piece of evidence to fucking... What if I just jump him in court instead? Because the way he talks is so weird. And obviously that's on purpose, but, like... I don't... Hold on. Sorry. I'm just checking stuff. Okay. Because it's gotta be something we found later. This is probably done, because whatever though. Just something else. That doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. This doesn't matter.
Objection!
Your Honor. Wait, hold on. Hold on, I wasn't on the right hold on. I wasn't on the right sentence. Hold on. You can't. I'm gonna do it again, fuck it. You're getting clothed, bitch! I wasn't on the right sentence! If you really had nothing to do with the forgery, then how do you explain this? And roll the credits. What's that? What's that on it? A handprint? Mm-hmm. Chief Gant, your explanation, please. I found it in your safe. And you can't say it's not your safe. It has your ID card number as the number. I don't know. You can't just hit me with the IDK. Huh? My dear Rido, don't you know? The second rule of evidence law? Vaguely? It's in my court record. Uh-oh, not this again, evidence law. Rule number 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. It's relevant. It's relevant. Because you know where I found it. You know where I found it. You know where I found it. Don't look at me like that, Mr. Crazy Eyes. You know where I found this. Tell me, how's that right, girls? Oh, but there you It appears the defense was not... You're just saying this because he blew your back out last night over dinner, okay? I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. Because it's too early to use this piece of evidence. Please accept my profound apologies, Chief. Would you mind giving the defense another chance? Well, okay, I'll do it just as once, only because you asked. Thank you. I assure you the defense is terribly sorry. No, I ain't. I'm not. Okay. Music stopping a roll. We're right back to square one, though, however. I don't... Call me stupid, and that's totally fine, but I don't understand. Extremely thin rubber glove. Yeah, okay, that's the autopsy. Cool. Oh, this is just the drawings, whatever. I don't... Freddy the Huz again, Judge, please stand the fuck up. No, for real, cause why? It's bullshit. Okay. Okay, so this was in his safe, right? Cool. This is his jar. Cool. Let me get on the proper sentence so I don't flub it again. If I have to redo this, I will genuinely go bananas. You didn't notice your jar missing.
Objection!
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. Yeah, shake that little head. But I'm afraid that's a claim you cannot back up. Cause you would notice your jar missing. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, where's my jar, Lana? Where's my jar? And you're just acting nonchalant about your jar? No. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example. That's that blue badger. Pass over the blue badger. We're done with that. That's in the past. A piece of this jar was discovered. Oh, right, in the safe. You're so cooked, pal. Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk. It was found where? You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. Suck my dick! Oh, I hate this man, actually. He and Von Karma are like... Okay, well, Gant's probably a little more down here because I really like Edgeworth, so, you know, but they're about to kiss, okay? I hope you like sharing prison cells, bitch. Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this? Oh. Girl, don't call me that. You don't know what I am. Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy. So you admit to it, then, that you were involved in the forgery. Ooh, me? Or do you mean you? Me? How are you gonna turn this back on me? Me? Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, you were the one who snuck into my office when you found this. You have no evidence of that. You have nada. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Yeah, but I didn't. I'ma hit you with the nuh-uh. Isn't that right, Righto? My man coming to my defense. Yes, sir. However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. I love her, but I can't deal with the name. What? What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying the way. Not my boy. I'll take care of him. He can be my little housewife, okay? I love him. Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put two and two together. That's what I just did, though. That has been me this entire game. That is literally the name of the game. Let's see. What was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Mr. Wright. Yeah, Your Honor. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. Why don't you observe these nuts, okay? And what are you doing? Siding with the enemy. You do understand I am the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Like what? Fucking hate him. Indeed, I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? Today is, well, you know. Alright, Uji, in return, though. Are y'all setting a date right in front of me in this very court? Can we get back on topic instead of the old man yowie? I don't need to know what y'all do in your free time. Huh? What are these guys? Telepathy? Brother. Alright, evidence and forgery. For all I know, you could have claimed them. What do I get out of that? I'd appreciate if you stop making these ridiculous allegations. I will put slander in your charges. Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. So you admit it. I may be a little weakling, but you admit it. What? I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped... Mr. Wright, what do you think? That's fucked up, Phoenix. Why are you tipping cows? Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later. Later? What are you talking about? What else? I'm talking about when Rido's prints are found. good! Damn! I didn't think of that. Fuck. He's good. I'll give him that one. Grr. Never faced anyone as slimy as this guy. I bet he was real slimy with the judge. What do you mean by that? This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. Objection! But it would prove you had something to do with them. If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery, I'm not through speaking yet, right? It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. Yeah, because you covered it up. You covered it. Judge, he covered it up! For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Objection! You're pissing me off, Loki. Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient? Right. Eh? Are you gonna bring me back down to earth, Poppy? The chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule that out, your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Tell me something I don't know. Come down, Rhino. Think about it. There's no reason I participate in a forgery, except that there is. I don't know what it is quite yet, but I know you're weird. How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent. Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil? Okay. Hold on. I'm not sure I care for the word murder here, but in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye. I'm not saying you killed him, I'm just saying you helped cover it up. So why are we running back around to this? Well, now do you see? I'm gonna kill you. Really, Chief Gant? At the very least, there's one very large benefit you've reaped from all of this. Oh, I wasn't... Because everyone got their fucking promotions. Yeah! Hold on! That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. Oh. The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. Get fucked. That in itself is sufficient motive. Ho. Oh, that's a good one. Ah? Do you really think I'm that confident? Yes. Yes, I do. What do you mean? Yes. Gee, the pet name's Judge. Stand the fuck up. Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. Yeah, but this helped propel you and cement it. It's still valid. The resolution of the SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little bit. Is that true, Edgeworth? Could you just lie for me, please? Yes, he was going to be made chief anyway. Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might end up being the one pointed at. I'm gonna finger you so hard, pal. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. How old is Lana? If there was a relationship here, this is a little weird. Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that. There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I. I mean, real shit, I guess. There. It's out in the open now. Gee, would you mind if I changed my testimony a little? By all... Stand up, girl! The dick can't be that good! Wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Nothing in it for you? Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly. That girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone. Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. Well, they did a horrible job raising you. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, that's a good one, Worthy. Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out? The judge is down. Define benefit. Okay, I'm gonna point out accomplice. I'm gonna guess Lana. I'm so fucking stressed out right now. True, you might not help out anyone for their sake, but if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone. And it did benefit him because he's got control. Low-key, he got his hands in every little pie, and one of those pies is because he made her chief prosecutor. Oh yeah, I've cracked the code, stupid. Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand. We're talking about him covering up a murder? Are you stupid? Oh my god. That's not what I mean. Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped for judgment? No hesitation. Chief Prosecutor, I love her, but you know what I'm saying? I believe it's quite obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Skye fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana? And as for Chief Gant, he would have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to. That reason, of course, is self-profit. Self-profit? What do you mean? After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant. Oh, you're fucked. Oh, you're fucked. You see this brain working on overdrive? That's how smart I am. But how would he profit from? Judge, if you could use those last two neurons in your brain, and you have the brain cells in there rubbed together and they make a little spark of electricity, you might figure it out. He would be able to use the chief prosecutor's puppet. Even Edgeworth over there, it's like... Essentially, he would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. There you go. You need it spelled out for you. How did you become a judge? Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with... Oh my god. You're stupid. Oh my god, you're dumb. Who can we fire him? Can we like all just come together and sign a petition and get him fired? Piss me off, bro. Piss me off. Oh wait. You must be puppet as someone forced to do his bit. Never mind. Someone needs to smack him. Like genuinely. You cannot be this dumb. Admit it, Chief. You assisted Lana Skye in forging evidence. Your motive, to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something. What's up? Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? I mean, I have her, like, spoken... I should have reported it. For example, is Lana testifying that I've done such a thing? She told me! She told me! She's keeping quiet to protect Emma. There's no way she'd testify against Gant. I'm afraid without any proof, this all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. Unless... that is also what happened in this incident. This incident? Or which one would that be? Of course, I'm talking about... the murder of Detective... We all forget why we're originally here. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. What if they just kissed, low-key? I know there's hella yaoi in this game. I need a little yuri. Okay, that's why I'm here. Almost as if someone has been controlling her. Define controlled act. Bro, no, for real. Oof, you would be like a really good, like, red pill podcaster, I bet. Worthy, you'd better watch your tongue. I want to see that tongue. I wouldn't want you to get hurt. He's threatening Edgeworth, Your Honor. First it was me, now it's Edgeworth. Oh, actually, once again, he's threatened him like 45 different times. Just what do you mean? What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved in the murder of Detective Goodman. But why? I already knew he was the murderer. But why? I want to know so badly. Not only that, but the Chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement. What? Gotta find a new boyfriend in the nursing home. I said order! Mr. Wright, you can't be serious. Eh? Deadly. This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement. Get his dick out your mouth, please. Please. It must be hard to talk. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? That's impossible! He's literally in the perfect position to do all that. That's the thing. Like, just stand up. No, for real. I'm so tired of this man. Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edwards said in easier to understand language. Now I'm acting all coy. Stand on business, honey. 10 toes down. It's too late, Mr. Wright. Are we gonna kiss? There's no turning back for us now. This is, you really gotta win this one. That's all I gotta say. Looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this. Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? Maybe? Perhaps, you know. There's a lot of stuff going on. That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder. Good question. Good question. Good questions all around, truly true. Regardless of his rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. You right? Tell the judge that. Because he's acting like this man is God incarnate. Like, bro. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell. I see. Alright then, let's see what Mr. Wright's got, and it better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Oh shit. I love when Miles flirts with us in the middle of court. No, for real. Like, okay, if the judge and Chief Gant can flirt, I just think me and Edward should, you know, just a little bit. They don't need to know that we're secretly married. I love this man. It's bad. It's bad. Okay, ties him to the murder of Detective Goodman. I know there's this, right? Actually, yeah, okay, so there is that. Hold up. And this is the original murder weapon. She did that because of this. Because this was what he used. Oh my god. Okay. Because this is what it was originally used to kill Bruce Goodman. It was wrapped up in the muffler, and she called Emma to grab it because that's what he was originally killed with. And then she stabbed the body with this knife to make it look like, oh, it was actually this knife that did it. Ooh. Ooh. Fuck! Okay. The list on my kidney, the evidence, the ID list or the evidence list? Oh, the ID list? Okay. I'll put that forward. We're gonna put that forward. Okay. We got this. Hold on. ID list. Okay. ID card. Oh, I'm nervous. Oh, my hands are getting sweaty. I don't know how lawyers do this IRL. Okay. This is the ID card list. Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There was one ID on the list we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday. I think you're cooking. I think you get to keep your kidney. If not, I'm coming for you. All the sevens. Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that's my card number. It's your... the fucking just shut it. It's your number. What? How do you know that? You should know. The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. Also, you get to keep your kidney. You get to keep it. W! A 7-digit code. 7 digits? You don't mean 7 minutes. 7 minutes so I can spare to play with you. I'm afraid so, Your Honor. The code was all the sevens. The same as the remaining ID card number on that list. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Fuck you! Oh my god, this is so cathartic, actually. I've never been happier. Chief Gant, what do you have to say? And he angry. Nothing. The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations. Suck my dick. And I will demand Mr. Wright to be punished to the maximum accepted law. You want to punish me yourself? Like, I'll sign up for that one. I will willingly walk into that room. I promise that one. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you about the use of this ID card. It's like Christmas! Chief Gant, so you admit it? Yay! You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime? What about it? I'm chief of police. Where's the evidence? I hate this man. Where's the evidence room or the bathroom? What's the difference? Because someone got wedded. I can go anywhere I want. His ego is crazy. Tell me, when you entered the room, were you alone? always go to the bathroom alone, as I do with the evidence room. You always go to the bathroom alone? I think the judge goes with you sometime. Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he? Of course not. You stuttered over your words. He was there. Why would he be? I hadn't seen him in days. Objection! You hadn't seen him in days? Chief Gant, I'm afraid you've just undone yourself. You want to share with the class? On that day, you had to have met with Detective Goodman. Right? What do you mean? This trial's purpose is to determine London Sky's guilt. Shut the fuck up, I'm cooking! No, it isn't, Your Honor. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. True. And he's also a murderer. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime, then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting? Murder. He stabbed him. In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Alright, cool. Attorney badge. Alright, floor plans? Don't care. You fucked up. No, he doesn't. He's Shaggy the judge in the bathroom. True. Okay, hold on. Let me just look just to make sure. That's right, because I think that's right. I'm like 100%, but I just want to make sure, because if I flub this, I'm going to be so mad. Okay. Got your dick. Oh, thank God! Detective Goodman lost his ID card on the day of the crime. And then he had it later! And then he had it like... Well, I mean, Marshall had it later. He stole it, but still. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so Detective Goodman filled out a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the Chief of Police. Oh, and who's the Chief of Police, you ask? This motherfucker right here. Yeah, you're in possession of the report, which means... He filed it. How do I know, you ask? Because he needed to enter the evidence room. That's true. Because the evidence transfers, he thought he got me. He thought he hit checkmate uno, bitch. I got it. He needed to. Yes, to transfer the evidence out. And the evidence was transferred out. Oh. Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then, you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him? I know what you are. Murderer! There's no other way than murder and Detective Goodman could have entered the room. Yes. Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the Chief of Police, I mean, you said it. I think that classifies as a confession, Your Honor. His little nod so cute. Exactly. But wait. The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card, but did he? He would have said that, right? He would have already said that. That's the thing. Yes. Now that you mention it, I believe... Anyway, he essentially said, I believe I might have, but, no. Sorry, but that's not possible. According to the record, your card was only used once. Yet you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, it would have been found on his body. Edgeworth, I'm gonna kiss you on your mouth. Oh. Oh. Anyway, we're just gonna glaze over that. The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. That's true. After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office. Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course, and then you stuffed it in Edgeworth's trunk. Sorry, Edgeworth, I think he should have to pay for the cleaning, replacing your car. I don't know that I'd want to drive that car. Edgeworth's doing amazing, sweetie. You're forgetting, Mr. Wright, that the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office parking lot. How did he manage to move there? Why are you fighting against me? I was at the police department the entire day, you know. And everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony. Everyone except me, it seems. Still, you're the chief of police. You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it? Hey, you, take this your dead body over to the prosecutor's office. I don't think so. I think so. And my word is better than his word. I'll just say that. Chief Gant, you left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body of the prosecutor. Did he? Are you on God? And all this time, I thought it was a useless clue just taking up space. How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence. To move the victim's body, Chief Gant used this. And... did he put him in the jar? Like... Hold on. Call me crazy. Did he, like, just already stuff him in Edgeworth's trunk? And then Edgeworth left with him in there? Surely not, right? But this is the only thing that I could think of. I thought it was useless this whole time. Low-key, I think that's what it is. Can I be honest? We have Sparkle to lose, so we'll I think. God, I'm so smart! This is how I moved Detective Goodwin's body. That is fucked up. Edgeworth, baby, you need therapy and lots of it, okay? I'm sorry. Holy shit. You mean, that's gotta be bad. I would be buying a new car. Immediately. The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car. I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car. Sorry, handsome. You mean I carried the victim's body? It's not your fault, baby. You didn't know. You didn't. Who checks their trunk? Like, realistically, if you ain't getting groceries or something, who's checking the trunk? And even then, you're gonna use the back seat. Precisely so. But wait, even you know, I didn't plan on returning to my office. Was he gonna set you up? After the ceremony finished. Oh my god, he made him get the screwdriver! Oh my god, this motherfucker's... he's calculated. But you did return. Tell me why. The screwdriver! I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it in here in the prosecutor's office. We're like this. The neurons are going. The brain cells. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here. Because he needed that body to get to Lana somehow, some way. So you see, what you were really taking to the prosecutor's office wasn't the screwdriver, but the victim's body in your trunk. That's fucked up. That's like, Edward cannot catch a break, bro. Out of all of the cars. Detective Goodwin's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car? Yes, unless, of course, you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case? What bullshit are you finna spew out your mouth? There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, Miss Lana Skye! It's all coming together. But why did he murder him? That's just what I want to know. Miles drives a Mazda RX-8, I think. So you see your dear man. Hold on, I want to look up that car because I don't know what that is. I don't know cars. Mazda RX-8. Oh, wow. Ooh, ew. Yeah, no, that's prosecutor money. That's nice. Okay. Back on track. It does. I only saw, like, I very vaguely remember the body coming out of the trunk, but I believe you. That's a nice car. Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusation? This is the only, like, person you've ever acted this way with. What is wrong with you? Think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office. This was not a photo of the body being stuffed in the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite. It was a photo of the body being taken from the trunk. Precisely. Chief Gant, please, say something. I believe your time's up. My time's up. Now he's threatening the judge. Now he's threatening Udgy. Judge, stand up. No, for real. Every time the judge is a simp, take a shot. You would die of alcohol poisoning in about 2 minutes. Sorry, Rido, but I'm having lunch with the district attorney general after this. We have to get going to make it in time for the early bird special. You're going to jail for murder.
Objection!
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet. Remember what I told you earlier? This is unfair. Your Honor! Your Honor! You can't let this slide! Weapons? Like the right to refuse to testify. I'm invoking that right now. How convenient. However, overrule this! Overrule it! Overrule it! What? This is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection!
So you're going to just run away after all this? Run away? Don't make me laugh, Worthy. He's going to skip and hop away, I bet. I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right? But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now. Well, You think I had Lana dispose of the body? If so, then show your proof and get it over with. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief. No shit. Thank you. I know his job title, babe. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete. Your Honor, do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Sky dispose of his body. Do I have any concrete proof? Maybe? Perhaps? Yeah. The threats don't stop. I'm like 99% sure you can be detained for that. No, for real. An actual, like, smart judge would be like, ooh, you can't do that. Hold on. Okay, we're good. No, for real, like, an actual judge would be like, you kind of, like, can't do that in my court of law. I don't remember what it's called, but you literally cannot do that. But I guess, like, people can just casually commit perjury, so, like, you know, what does it really matter? Anyway, yeah, no, okay, I'm just gonna... Sorry, I had to fix the TikTok live thing. Can't just let him squirm his way out of this. I've got to keep the pressure on. Yes, Your Honor, I do have such evidence. And the evidence is that I said so. Then please hurry up and present it. Just remember, it better prove Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman beyond a shadow of a doubt. 1 second, Your Honor, I gotta reconvene. Cause, like, this would make sense, right? Like... I'm stressed. I'm stressed out. But why did he murder him? And it has to be something that's already been, like, what's the word? Like, it's already in the evidence, like, you know, whatever. You have to call Lana to the stand for this part? How do I call her to the stand? Because all I have is my evidence. Hold on. Okay. Ooh. Okay, but, okay. Help. Fuck. Is it just like you present whatever and then hope, and then it like does its own thing? Are you like supposed to get it wrong here? You know, because they've had that before. Yeah, I think so. Okay, then I'll just. So, what exactly is this evidence? It's proof. As to whether or not it's enough to demonstrate the chief's guilt, I'll let you be the judge. Phoenix, I could kiss you right now. But I am the judge. Oh, right. What do you think, Your Honor? God, I love dad jokes so bad. What I think, Mr. Wright, is I'm going to be late for lunch. Imagine if you had no more Sparkle. That would suck. I guess that wasn't enough. Please, Your Honor, give me just a little longer to consider. I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court would not tolerate any accusations. Well, do you have any concrete proof? Not So do I just hit not yet? I think I hit not yet. I have no proof yet. Starting is showing evidence of... Okay, yeah, the music's gone. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. See, Aji? In that case... But you, like, even so, all of, like, the circumstance... Did I fuck up or did I do okay? I'm scared. I'm so fucking scared right now. Good job. Okay, thank you. I felt my heart sink into my stomach for a second there. But no, even with all like the circumstantial evidence, there's no way a judge should be like, yeah, we're gonna go to lunch now. In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. Well, if you don't get up here. There is only one person who can testify against this bitch. Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, right? I don't like gambling. I like to keep my money, actually. Thank you very much. Seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Aji, I'll leave the rest to you. I hate you. I hate. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to the senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this. She literally told me. She literally told... Bring in the corrections officer who was in that fucking room right now. She literally said it. With her own mouth hole. Edgy gets a kiss as a reward. Yeah, he does. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. A lady who knows the truth, another witness. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else, one more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? Right. The defense is the one calling witnesses today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? For show. She may not be willing to tell the truth, but we can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor, the defense calls forth... Hey, girl, hey. The defendant, Miss Lana Skye? She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task, to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders. Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. We're like this, teamwork! Very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in Hold on! Huh? What happened to the lunch? The early bird special? I forgot who he was having lunch with, but I don't really give a fuck. Chief Gant, I thought you were going to eat. Listen good, Lana. He's threatening her, Your Honor. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there will be terrible consequences. In front of everybody, he is... he's not even, like, vaguely threatening her. This is a genuine threat. Do something, y'all. Jump him. I don't know. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder? It was an accident. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Of course, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. Got a lunch date to beat. I fucking hate you. I hate you. Alana Skye, you get your fucking ass up here and you say everything right now! God. Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess. I'm gonna kill him. Looks like we managed to stay in the game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth. Hey, thank God, some reprieve. Finally, some good fucking food. I missed you, Pookie, so much. Chief, something else, eh, pals? Detective Gumshoe. I'm not a detective anymore. Maybe. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry, I've already decided where to work now. You're hired. All right, $40 an hour, you're hired. My office? Sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. He's gonna be my little receptionist. Are you gonna come in some beautiful pencil skirts for me? Could he mean Maya? Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How does he always get the upper hand? Because he's a piece of shit. It's not fair he has the right to refuse to testify. Settle down, right? Yes, whatever you say. I'm sad. I'm settled. Remember what the judge said? But Chief, that is not a right to be casually invoked. Sorry. I'm so fucking mad right now. And annoyed by Chief Gant. It's bad. There's certain risks to be considered. Risks? What did he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too? I'm guessing this is Emma? Because nobody ever has exclamation marks at the end of their sentences. Emma, are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. Oh, right, she passed out after being told what happened. Forgot. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery, so she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, I'm sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. True. And she did it all just to protect me. She's a good older sister. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside, to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. That must be why she became so cold. It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. You right, Gumshoe, you right! Joker's origin story. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see. Well, we better get back. It's time for the final act. Emma, why don't you wait No, I'm going with you. I want to be there. When Lana tells the truth. I'm not here to deny you. Let's go, right? It's time to end this. Fucking, we're getting there. This is our last, stuff. Damn, do you know how many hours I've sunk into this game? That's crazy. Kind of sad, but it's fine. Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Skye, please take the stand? Hey. Miss Lana Skye, you are the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all that I've done in these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Skye. And remember, you are under oath. We want to hear the truth. Of course. The truth, please. Please, actually tell the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. I know it's supposed to be sweet, but maybe I'll get her to tell the truth, though. That's nice. That's nice. Now then, your testimony, if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant. Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. And he can't do nothing from prison. That's all I'm finna say. So if she tells the truth, she's good. This is the final stretch. Yeah, I'm so excited. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this Why do you do this to me? I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. My only motivation was to get Dart convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Okay, so what about Goodman? Everyone seems to be forgetting about him. Are you sure about this testimony? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana! Girl, she don't give a fuck. If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do. Trust me, Your Honor, he absolutely does. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright, you've got to help her. She's sacrificing herself because of me. I can't do nothing. I've tried everything, pal. But what if she's telling the truth? She's not. I know my own sister. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. Remember what Mia said. All clients are innocent. Or whatever. The defense may not begin its cross-examination. Alright. I think you're capping on all of it. But my eyes are shooting in the corner. How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that would be 5 years. Chief Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases. She must have been good, coming from the same school as Mia. Damon Gant was a respectable detective. That's why there's no truth to this blackmail, but I think there is. But think about it, Miss Sky. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present in court is as useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. Just because you... But see how she says, I stabbed him. She didn't say, I murdered him with a knife. She said, I stabbed him. Which she did. She did. She stabbed him. But after the fact. So... One of the is not that good. Stay the fuck up. No, for real. Plus, he old. He got that old person smell. It's not that good. Fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all on myself. Did you do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. But what she did was justifiable self-defense. Exactly. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day, all because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. So that's why you fabricated the evidence 2 years ago. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. Okay. You say you did this all by yourself. I don't believe that. Look how skinny she is, okay? You're not lifting two grown-ass men. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? It seems I was the first person to discover the scene. The broken prosecutor's award knife was stuck in the victim's body. What? What? But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Oh my fucking god. Are you gonna say you did it? Fantasize all you want, Miss Wright, but I'll never change the statement. You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? Oh, okay. I thought she was gonna say, I did that one too. Because then I was gonna be like, oh, hold on. Something like that. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. Oh! That was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up her lies with more lies. If you lie too much, you get caught up in your lies. Just know that one. All just to protect me. So, when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted it inside the wound, then moved the body? You genuinely expect me to believe that? What the hell, Shirley? Like, you planted the tip of Dark's knife in the wound, and then you moved the body? But why? Why would you do that? Like, you of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had a good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others. Okay. I feel like, why did you move the body more so than why did you plant the knife? Because obviously she's going to say, well, I planted the knife because... Well, actually... Yeah, so it looks like he killed him. So yeah, no, the knife's... But why did you move the body? What does that matter if, you know, you're... When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple. Let's have the witness explain some more detail. Yeah, she was about to if you didn't slam your gavel down, idiot. Of the occasional dirty jokes in this game, I can't lie. I know, they're good. Dude, the fucking, like, the one-liners and, like, dad jokes, I guess you could call them. Oh my god, they're my favorite. Those are my favorite. That's my favorite kind of humor, genuinely. The pieces of the jar that shattered in the events threatened my plan. Pieces of the jar, you mean? Yes. That wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that that Dart committed the crime. It's fine. I felt it would be more expedient. What the fuck ever to move body. I can say hard words. So, when you first found the body, the jar was all ready. Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Neil Marshall was dead and Dark was lying unconscious. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle. Okay. Fuck that guy do with anything. What's the matter, Emma? Apparently, the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed, but I have a feeling there's more to it than that. There must be a contradiction here somewhere. Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. My only motivation was to get Dark committed. It had nothing to do with Emma. So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer? How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Period. Period. Are you so desperate to hide that fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence? She's lying! She did it so I wouldn't be blamed for what happened. In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Mr. Wright, my sister's lying. Looks like she's determined to protect you to the end. She insists she fabricated the evidence by herself. There's no way she could have done it alone. Gotta get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. Okay, maybe I asked about the knife this time, instead of moving body. Okay, why'd you plant the knife? But why did you do that? Come now, Mr. Wright. Even you should be able to figure it out. Very well, I saw this in the witness testimony. The reason Miss Skye fabricated the knife. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in his body would be all the proof we needed. Are you sure? According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon, right? Yes, and leaving it at that point might point the blame away from Dark. I felt the most effective way to get him convicted would be by having the tip of his knife found inside the victim's body. So you buried it inside the victim's stab wound. That makes my knees hurt. Yes, because I hated Dark for what he did. Hmm? Okay. Okay. So I've got, she's talked all she can really talk. Obviously we know it's all bullshit. But what do I put forth on what sentence as well? It's getting itchy, bro. It's over. Okay, I'm good. We lock in. Okay. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this background theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago of myself. I broke off the tip of the plan inside the bone of his body, and the tip of the weapon found buried in the proof needed. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. I don't know. The shards of the jar. I don't really have shards anymore. Do I need to go back? Like, what sentence do I... But I know they kind of, like, pointed that out, but at what point do I... Hold on. Fucking allergies, bro. This sucks. Is it the... But... Because how would he write it if the jar was already broken? You right, but what, Like, what sentence do I put that on? Because you have to present it, you know, at certain parts. Do I need to find where she said the stupid jar? Fucking stressed. Hold on. Let's see if I can find out the jar thing again. Because can I present it there, or... So I think it was here. Why'd you move the body? Body's found by your desk. This is simple. Let's have the witness explain more detail. Pieces of the jar that shattered in the events that my plan. Oh, okay. I think I just skipped over that. That's my bad. Unless it was replaced with the knife thing instead. Okay. Objection! Jarred! Miss Skye, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered. If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring to everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right. Do you have a problem with that? It's a simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on the jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. You can just snitch on him. You know. In order for the victim to be able to write his message on the jar, it must not yet have been broken before he died. You see where you fucked up, girl? He couldn't have written Emma's name on a shattered jar. She's seeing where she fucked up. She fucked up. I feel so bad, though. I don't like... Because this is making me feel terrible. I would just release her. Just let her be free. Chief Gant needs to be the one in prison. Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. Where's everything come back to this ugly-ass jar, bro? We may be missing something critical here. Something critical? Chief Prosecutor, seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony. Okay. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. What? The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. Okay. Okay. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood? I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. I'm putting the dots together. Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Did you perhaps wipe this off with a cloth of some kind? So the jar was already broken. It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier. It certainly looks as feeble as the defense case. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, okay? But not as feeble as the judge's judgment. True. You were an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces? Normally, I would have. But it was dark in the room. I didn't have time to check it out. Calling Cap. So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Wow, that helps my case. Lana, you do that for me? It seems you two might make up yet. Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was. If someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry. I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. This is rather shocking, is it? I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened. What do you mean? If you really thought Dark killed Prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. Check and mate! What else could I have done in that situation? I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got... But that doesn't answer the thing of, like, you... But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office. The detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me. It's called your cell phone. Even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol? Okay. I never miss anything. I got every last piece. Except for the one in the safe, I guess. All I think about was wiping the clean before they were discovered. But why? So you legally rearranged the crime scene? Yes. I don't have any excuse for my actions. I'm so sorry, Lana. I didn't know. I've treated you so badly all this time. It's not too late. There's still plenty of time to make up. Okay. After we got to the bottom of this incident... Yeah, sure, fine. No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office. That's not funny. More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony. Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. I think I finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around. Okay, immediately noticed the butcher's in jar, but it was dark in the room and didn't have time to check it out. But the fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. Okay. Is this where I finally put forth the cloth? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put forth the cloth, okay? Objection! I fucked up. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Because we have so much room to work with. But why would you wipe them clean? And they weren't very clean either, can I be honest? Like, you did a shit job, pal. I don't... Okay. I've pressed everything. So... Surely we're like... We're there. We're like there. So I just need to like... Hold on. Just making sure everything's Gucci, everything, everywhere. Okay. Okay. So, all I think was wiping the clean for the fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. But we found like a pretty sizable one in the safe. Not her safe, in Chief Gant's safe. This makes no sense. I'm guessing I'm gonna present the jar again if I fuck up on this one. Objection! Thank you. I'd like to thank Capcom. Okay. Miss Sky, I believe this jar conceals the truth, even when you are unaware. Like, this jar has been presented more times than any piece of evidence in any case I've done yet. Jesus. What? We found the final piece of this jar in Chief Gant's safe. Yeah, in the safe. But how? Because he did this thing called picking it up and putting it in there. Excuse me. I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. Mm-hmm. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off it. Put two and two together, Your Honor. She's lying. She's a liar. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up on the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted it. I don't care what you did. Looking for my dentures, they were in my mouth all along. Me. Y'all ever done that with your glasses or your phone, low-key, though? You're holding your phone looking for your phone, you're like, damn it. Anyway, if you've forgotten, Your Honor, when this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that. There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to it. You want to know who that was, Your Honor? I need to chill out because this might be peeking the mic. You want to know who that was, Your Honor? Yeah. I hope you're not playing this person. Yeah, that's him. He was looking for Dark downstairs. So you're gonna believe him? I've given you so much circumstantial evidence and you're gonna believe him? The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide that fact for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can't you answer us that? Yeah, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Don't shake your little head at me. That's a yes, bow. I hate him so much. Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. He proceeded to break the jar and purposefully hid one of the broken pieces. Question, what is this action called? Fabrication of evidence! Yes! Yes! Thank God. But why would you... I hate you, Your Honor. You were dumb. In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister, Emma, killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Grant's aid. It's all fucking coming together. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma. And therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet. Oh yeah. No, you did not, baby. Please, sis. Stop trying to protect that fool. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend the client. I'm defending you. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. I guess you do seem the type who likes to twist the truth. Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Yo, Loki? Phoenix might be- Hold on, Phoenix might be cooking! Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Lana may be right after all. What do you mean, right? So you do tell foul lies then, Mr. No, about that one. I'm a truther. Miss Skye, please testify once more. But if evidence was fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. Why does this man have beef with everyone? That's my question. But I do remember knocking over his door. Are you sure? Are you sure? Did you though? Miss Skye, if you will. Oh, ooh. Yes, you can. Yes, you can, baby doll. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Fucking finally, bro. Finally. All right, the witness may testify once more for the final time. We're getting there. We're almost done. Holy shit. Okay. Tell Papa about it. Tell Papa Phoenix. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on that suit of armor's sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what had happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. But if it really was a fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Yeah, Emma, hold on. Because I'm still looking at that cloth sideways. Emma. That's not proud. I love you, you're so cool. Thanks, dude. I think you're cool. Wait, I can't see that from here. Sorry, I'm just nosy as fuck. Y'all are literally just having a conversation. I'm just nosy. Sorry. My bad. Anyway. No, because I'm still looking sideways at that cloth then. When is that going to come back into play? Because, anyway, unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor sword. You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. Lana, I'm going to kiss you on the mouth. I'm going to kiss you. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. You right? What? To me? It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. Me? I thought it might be needed, but I don't remember receiving a picture like... Yeah, neither do I. Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright, she really does have faith in you. Me? Very well, Mr. Wright, please present this picture. I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana. She said she gave it to you this morning. I seem to remember getting something from her then. Let's check that evidence again. There must be a picture in this one. Is it the... Oh my god, you sneaky, sneaky gal. Ooh. She had a photo in the back of the book. Yep. Because I was trying to think. I was like, what did she give me this morning? The fucking book. Oh my. look away, sweetheart. This is the actual crime scene. No other detective saw the crime scene like this, because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything. Mr. Wright! That piece cut out from his vest! Could that be the cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe? That's the fucking cloth! God, I knew it. God, I'm so smart, guys. Yeah, I'm jerking my own chain, but let me have this. This is a handprint, isn't it? And it's hers. That makes sense. That cloth, it had fingerprints on it. Whose ever fingerprints those are... Ooh, Emma, I forgot we kept that from her, that little tidbit of information. You ain't finna like this one. What? But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Ray? I'm finna pass out. Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer. Very well. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Emma, baby, I hate to say this. No, for real, like, ooh, you're gonna hate to find this one out, boo. I didn't even get to read. Get out of my fucking courtroom. Don't try to suck up to your boyfriend right now. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. Chief Gant. What? Now you want to make me out as a bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense. I thought you didn't want to testify. I'm afraid it's too late for that. What? You already declined to testify? Get him! That means you forfeited your right to make the statements of any sort. Oh, get fucked! Get fucked! Your Honor, if you try to say he can make statements, I'm gonna climb up on that fucking podium. I'm gonna use that gavel where the sun don't shine. This must be that risk we were talking about earlier. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck. Edgeworth, I'm gonna kiss you! And, why this motherfucker Pikachu? Ugh, so what? You think I'm worried? Clearly. Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. What do you mean? The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. No, Your Honor, no. You still have some conclusive evidence? No. No, I don't, but someone does. Someone? So, what's your excuse, Righto? God damn it! Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Why are we, why are we still stuck on this one, though? Like, this is saying, get fucked, can't. No, for real, I hate this man! Conclusive evidence leaves no room for doubt. This is not what this is about, though. Like, yes, I'm sorry he died, but she's already low-key come to terms with that. It was an accidental killing. We're talking about the fabrication of evidence and the murder of Bruce Goodman. I hate. But also, maybe he did murder the prosecutor brother. If I show that piece of evidence now, Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you will be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. What are they gonna do? Fire me? I don't give a fuck. What do I do now? Better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows really good. Fuck! You can't do this to me! Do I, Your Honor, no, don't show any evidence. Don't show any evidence. Show the evidence or no show evidence. I'm not finna touch nothing. No, don't show anything. I'm scared. I'm so fucking scared right now. I'm so fucking scared right now. I'm trusting you. I'm trusting y'all. Both of you, I'm trusting you so much right now. I can't show nothing. I dropped it in the lobby. I'd probably been swept away. Okay. Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie. Chief Gant. You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. The conclusive evidence. Is this gonna come back to, like, bite him in the ass? Whose morals ass? I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? Bro, if I'm Phoenix, I'm going like this to Emma. Shh. Shh. Oh, I see. It's because you don't know the truth, don't you? You know whose fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant? Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about it? No, absolutely nothing. I mean, he got stabbed, but like that, you know, that's... Looks like part of it's been cut out for some reason. You mean you had this in your safe? It came back to bite him in the ass! It came back to bite him in the ass! You fucked yourself, you stupid motherfucker! You've been concealing evidence! This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. That's what you're focused on. Okay. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Rido. I got lots of galls. Well, no, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. What? You mean you admit it? What about murdering Bruce Goodman? I'm still stuck on that one. Okay, I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use the situation to control Lana. So you really were manipulating her. I knew Lana. If I made it look like the blame lay with her sister, that when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid. So you assisted Miss Skye. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip that's disgusting and move the body across the room. And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dart convicted. When I tampered, now I can go back to the voice. I was locked in. When I tampered with the crime scene, I hid 2 pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. 2 pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe? But why? For insurance, of course. Insurance? I was sure my plan would work, but it's always best to be prepared for the worst. He's spitting with that one. Love him or hate him, look, he's spitting with that. I mean, I don't blackmail anybody, guys. This is not what to take from this. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? What do you take me for? A fool? Yes. I didn't make police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hid the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go and wipe the blood off all the pieces. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too? Get him, Edgeworth! Oh, it's getting good. It's getting so good. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance. You mean that piece of cloth? Come on, Rido. Cough it up already. I know you have it. But do I? Do I? What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? So you admit to it then, Chief Gant, that you were hiding the cloth you cut off the victim's safe in your safe. Sorry, the victim's vest. I'm so like... Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as a murderer. I know what you did, but okay. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present, because I knew I could catch him in the lie you're on. Can you give me that little leeway right there? Foolish move, Rido. You should have shown it them before it was too late. It's been a long battle, but the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Okay. Now I can present it? Okay. Insurance, aka blackmail. Yeah, right? Like, okay. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. Alright then, let's see this conclusive evidence. The evidence that shows who actually murdered I mean, it was an accident. It was... Okay, let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes, at last, you finally brought it out into the open. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth. Your Honor, the prosecution requests that be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. This handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly. It could not have been forged. It must be authentic, conclusive evidence. Yeah. You're as slow on the uptake as ever, Worthy. What? Think about it. Rido had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be? Yeah. sorry. You know whose fingerprints are on that? Ooh. Ooh. Whoever the fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they? Ooh. Very well. I'll tell you. I don't want to! Should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. Person to whom these fingerprints belong to is... Oh, I don't want to! This feels bad. Like, this is making the bad feelings happen. I don't want to. Please. No. It's fine. She's gonna... I feel horrible. Emma's... Yeah, she did it. What? Yeah. I'm sorry, Emma. But why? Why didn't you tell me? This precise reason. Alright, go for it, you gotta. I don't want to. I feel horrible. You're really something, Rido. You knew this girl did it all along, and you still tried to pin the murder on me. I didn't try to pin the murder on you. I pinned the... This isn't even pinning. The forgery and the other murder. You forget. You forget yourself. So it's true. Tragic, but true. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death. How could you? You monster! Miss Sky. You knew whose fingerprints those were all along, yet you acted like she really didn't. It's called a con. Feel terrible, but Miss Sky, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet. Aura. Phoenix got Aura. Ha! But I'm afraid it is over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career too. My career? Why don't you look in the mirror, pal? You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm aura farming on him. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. Not mine. Why am I just aura farming on him? What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer? Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh? And what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? Huh? Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask? It was Emma Sky, wasn't it? I'm afraid that's not possible. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What? A contradiction? What is this fool babbling about? Eh? I'm talking about a contradiction. One that proves who the real killer is. Pin them. That's for later. Okay. Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth. What could it possibly contradict? Right? You want to share with class? Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, the piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. Ooh, ooh. Is it the fact that it's cut so nicely? Like, Lana's photo? Right? Clicky, okay. And what exactly is this supposed to be? This is the picture Miss Sky took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out? Yes, his shirt is showing underneath. It's hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. Exactly my Oh my god, you're so right. You are so right. His chest is soaked with blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. And there's no blood on the... We connected the dots together. That's what's up. Wait. There's no blood on it. Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. No, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky? Self-proclaimed arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Sky, by the way. Picked up the unconscious prosecutor and a pat on that. But why? Is it so he could get the job? Really? Because that's kind of shitty. Then, to make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death, said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. A jar that they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. And make Lana believe her sister did it. Remember what you admitted only moments ago? Oh, they're such a good duo! Ooh, that you personally cut out this bloodless piece of the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. But why did you murder him? He's taking it well. Yeah. It's finally all over. But why? And then why murder Goodman? Like, low-key, I'm kind of into this pathetic look, though. I know he's a murderer. Inside thoughts. Heh. Oh, he's lost it. That was close, Rido. You almost had me. Sorry. But you'll have to do better than that. Baby, you refute my You can't refute it. Look at you. What do you mean you refute his allegations? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. They're never gonna let me free from this trial, are they? Person cannot be Yep. What nonsense is this? Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Aji? Earlier, Oral Rido here concealed that piece of cloth. You don't have to. I know, but I like, you know, like. Well, that's true. But I'm literally handing you him being the murderer on a silver platter. I hate you. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. But that's not fair. Did you actually think you could best me in court? Looks like the last laugh's on you, son. I'm never gonna be free. How he's acting, I take a Danganronpa execution instead. Execution is Ace Attorney prison. Your Honor, read a book, man. I'm afraid Mr. Gant's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. True. Illegal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright? It seems, at last, the time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. Mr. Wright, do you admit to it that you purposefully and illegally concealed? No? No? Right? No? 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 I'm so fucking stressed out. Genuinely, my hands are getting sweaty. Yes, I did, or no, I did not. Your Honor, at this point, just stop being a judge, man. Real. This guy genuinely needs to be fired. Yeah, I did that shit. Okay. I did. No, if I admit to that, my plan would have been for nothing. It seems Mr. Wright didn't understand. If you're going to change your position, this is your only chance, right? He's right. I admit I refused to present it at one point. So the evidence is illegal. No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. Eh? It's not that I didn't present evidence back then. It's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved in presenting evidence. No, Aji, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward. You can't really believe. Bro is trying everything. There's only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is this evidence legal or not? Very well. Let us settle this once and for all. Earlier, you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now. I'm guessing I'll use my book. I'm so fucking stressed out right now. Okay, we're good. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law, read a book. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprints were on this piece of cloth. Sorry. However, at that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. Phoenix, you are so fucking smart. Oh my god, I do not have what it takes to be an attorney. I'm sorry. No, Your Honor, read it and weep. You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law. Rule number 1. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself. Inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department. Rule number 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time, it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between the cloth and the SL9 incident. What? What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and... Objection, you motherfucker. Let me finish. Sorry, but can you recall, when was that picture presented? Oh, he's so smart! That was Shirley Full. Yes, Your Honor, it was. No. He's right. At the beginning of today's trial, that piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant. Suck my balls! You yourself confessed to a certain truth. You're so fucking stupid. You're so stupid. You personally got this piece of the victim's vest. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. God. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to prison. You're going to prison, honey. It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Oh, and both Phoenix and Edward are like this on the same page. Y'all are soulmates to the max, bro. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that could be. Damon Gant, the killer was you. I'm so fucking happy. I'm so happy. Oh, he's lost it. Oh, oh. I beg your finest of pardons. What the fuck just happened? It is not that funny, bro. I'm so fucking... I knew I should have gotten rid of him. That good-for-nothing scum. For 2 years, he's been snooping around the department, trying to get something on me. And boy, howdy, did he do it. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. Well, your crime wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Starr, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you gotta help me. Who wouldn't help the Lone Ranger? Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then, all of a sudden, he decided to speak out. Finally, we get the reason why. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. Ah. I see. He opened his evidence locker, and as he was taking the evidence out, he said, "It's not too late. I'm going to hand all this over to Marshall. Sorry." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. You think? You stabbed him to death. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it. That accursed knife. Have you tried therapy? Like, emotional regulation? Something? Like, couldn't just pull it out. Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. That's true. If you ever get stabbed by something, do not pull it out until you get to the ER. That's their job. It helps keep the blood in. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. I was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Gumshoe's locker. Yeah, y'all remember that? That was so long ago. Okay, I used to be known as the crime computer, but everyone has to start somewhere, I guess. I was too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car? I'm sorry, I couldn't think of anyone that would move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever wrote. That's true. Grr. I don't support him putting the body in the trunk, by the way. I just want to put that out there. Look, leaving the prosecution's car aside, how? How could you get Miss Sky involved in all of this? Well, she had as much to lose as I did if the truth came out. No? Oh my god, stupid allergies, bro. So, you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker? I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have the time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar fragments in the glove. Excuse me. Yeah. Looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. True, you'd think after like all these years of doing this, you would be pretty good at it. Apparently not. They all did their best to get in my way. Gotta hand it to them. They do their jobs well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. Tell me, Worthy, why do you stand in court? Because he doesn't have a chair? Like, you despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me, with it. Whoa, pal, do not compare yourself to my beautiful angel, okay? Yeah, no, don't let that slide, babe. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. He's my man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. His face killing me. Why he don't give a fuck? Like, well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Yeah, you go into prison, pal. Oh, gee. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. He can come see you in prison. Sorry, old friend. He's gonna cry himself to sleep tonight. I can tell. Their relationship really meant something to him. I'm sorry too, Damon Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator, an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Ooh, that would sting. I would think about that, low-key. That hurts. Those days are gone now, Udgy. Thanks for all the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Rido here. No. I don't agree to this friendship. I do not like this man. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious hold on. Of whatever. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes? First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years, from the time I had Gant help me forge evidence up until today. So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. You sweet talking me right now? I can see why Mia thought so high. Okay, that's a sore subject still. I actually miss Mia a lot. Who knows, a few years from now, you just might make it to the top. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Sky. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I have over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. It was nothing. Trying to act nonchalant. Liar. I was worried the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop it! I only did my job. You get flustered. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky. Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent of murder. However, although the chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as his accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all of this? Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Don't let yourself be blackmailed ever. That's the crux of the story. The little comic in the manga where Edgeworth reflects on what Gant says to him here. It's sad. Is all they write is sad stuff about my boy? He's a tsundere. Aw. Edgy boy's an OG tsundere trust. Well, this trial's gone on far too long already. You're telling me, Judge. How long has it been? 2 hours? Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, not guilty. My girl ain't do shit except for be bad and be fly. Believe in that. That is all. This court is adjourned. I'm so sad. I'm sad it's done. I'm glad everyone's Gucci now, but I'm sad it's done. What the fuck? This took forever though. At long last, it's finally over. Emma? Why the long face? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook, but at least she wasn't convicted for a murder she didn't commit, right? Like, she's gonna go away for a little bit, but not long. No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended. I can see why Mia Fey thought so highly of you. I owe you my thanks, Mr. Wright. I was like, did she not thank you? Is that why you're sad? You suffered every bit as much as I have this past few days. You've done well. You know, I did my best too, but Lana didn't say a single word to me. Hope I'm not interrupting anything else. Oh, you're so cute. I love him. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? Swear to God, if you talk about how I've you running. I fucking knew it. And I thought happy call me here. I've seen happy people funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding. Oh, are you here because of my sister again? Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Detective Gumshoe, you're gonna make me cry at my computer. Lana! Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't. I love him so bad. I love him so much. It's actually, it's fine. It's fine. I love him so badly. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day, 2 years ago, was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. Sorry. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. Eh? I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have. Oh, right here. Right here, bro. Oh my god, bro! I'm actually, if I cry on stream, that's cringe as fuck. But this is so cute. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in so doing, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there that we can move on toward a brighter future. Look at them, they're so cute. Oh my god. At least that's what I felt, watching the two sisters make up. I don't want her to go to jail. This is so adorable. I know. I have a soft spot for sister relationships. Mr. Wright, Mr. Gumshoe, me? Thank you both for all that you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth? He's always lurking. Stop hiding and come over here. Do you think he was hiding behind that potted plant? Like, where was he hiding? Why is he so mad? I just came to say congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right. Well, I'll be going now. I'm gonna grab him by his collar. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We were the ones who acted corruptly, not you. It's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes. Not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. Chief Gant was right. No, he was not. He was not right. Edgeworth, look at me, baby. No, he was not. You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me were the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Don't listen to him. He's spouting he's getting in your head. He's psychological warfare on you. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them, but in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now. But Edgeworth, who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. Murder? That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on this project. Defense attorney? Ah, you and me? Phoenix and Edgeworth Co. Got a nice ring to it. I just imagine him sitting in the corner of the room like a reaper. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor. Don't ever spout that demon's name in front of me. I still hate him so much. We're both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime. But they both made the same mistake. True. You said, in order to fight crime on my own, I need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. You got me, baby! And you got Gumshoe. We're a throuple! You were working together with Mr. Wright, and because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Yeah, you called it. Well, huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this, a pop quiz? Come on, Mr. Wright, show me what Lana's talking about. We're gonna kiss. Pucker up, Buttercup. Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth nor I would have been able to find on our own? I don't know. The power of friendship and love? Help. I found the post-canon comic is real bittersweet. Knowing what happens, it makes me so much sadder. Send that to me. Please, through the DMs. I think you can send, pictures through TikTok DMs. It shouldn't flag it. And if it does, I can, whatever it. What do I give Edgeworth? Hold on. I'm stressing out. These week's arms are heavy. There's vomit on my sweater already. Spaghetti. Ah! Ah! Ah. Guess the picture I drew. Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, and I had the other. They're like this, one half of a heart, the other half of the heart, and they come together. I need y'all kissing right now, actually. Right now. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time for me to go. Okay, fuck you. We were having a moment. Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends that need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. I love you. I hate to see him leave, but I love to see him walk away, you know what I'm saying? Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. In the end, it's up to you. I know. Seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Like, not even the best yaoi I've ever read could compare to this. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This is crazy. I know what y'all are. I'd better be going too. Okay, but I'll be by to visit soon. It's not funny. I get nervous laughter, I'm sorry. It seems we both have a lot to learn and catching up to do. Here, this is a little something for you. Scientific investigation? It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. I'm so... Bro. And so, another case came to a close. As for the sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. I'm so fucking sad right now. Holy shit. Kanan at this point, they're so in love to have this one whole... Yeah, no, like... Yeah. They are, best case, in my opinion. It has the Yuri and the Yaoi. It absolutely did! I saw that, I remember that early in the case. I was like, oh my god, finally, some good fucking Yuri. And as for me, I think it's time I started on a new journey of my own. I love you. Miha! Notice how Edgeworth was the last one and all alone. Five Boys got laser focus on that man. A journey to rediscover myself. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. Huh? What is it, detective? Oh my god. There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, maybe okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story. Basically, I had to private guard in order to sneak out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. He's so cute. Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, you see, this right here is the one who'll be footing the bill. Anything for you. Anything. Well, you think I can afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh? Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best. Why is it I suddenly feel like I want to scream? Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on, guys. Let's go. Oh my god. I'm so sad it's over. I'm actually so sad. This was... like... I don't even know. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of Emma. I hope she'll be pleased to study under a top coroner. Wow. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I'll manage to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Oh, that's sweet. Poor Phoenix's wallet. I know. They're always... I mean, he's got the attorney money, but he was also like, yeah, the cases haven't been coming in really. Yikes. I thought I was a goner for a moment there. In the end, though, they overlooked my unauthorized investigation at the chief's office. If we penalized you anymore, it'd be worse than firing you. Yep, that's what they said. It just goes to show. You can't shake me off that easily. I wouldn't even want to, I promise you that one. No, this is like a once-in-a-lifetime game, like truly. This is... I'm gonna be thinking about this game for the rest of my life. I hope everybody knows that. The obsession this has started within me is insane, to say the least. And I will be playing more games. I am gonna take breaks in between the games, though. My goat beacons! My new mission is to guard the main entrance to take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner's keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them, though. Someday, I'm gonna make detective. And I believe in him. Yes, sir. They're gonna be just like that Dick Gumshoe. My mommy's calling me. Hold on, let me text her real fast. Hold on, I need to text her really fast. Almost done. I'm sick. And my goat, the blue badger. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Sorry. My mom called me. No! They killed my son! Someone go pick him up and glue him. Once you get into Ace Attorney, you're never able to go back. Come to the dark side, we have brownies. Bro, no, genuinely, I am going to play all the games. Saddest death of all time. What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown? Miss Star managed to sneak this into me. She's seeing one of the guards. She's got like 5 boyfriends now. Well, cowboy, looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back her smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get the water? How often do you water a cactus, though? Like, real shit. Probably not very often, considering where they live. Anyway, Blue Badger. Looks like we won't be seeing each other for a while. I can't be your 6th boyfriend? As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu. The right way lunch. The top layer tastes as bitter as defeat, but the bottom layer is as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme. It's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. You right. You gotta taste the defeat first to know the victories, you know what I'm saying? Sorry. Angel, I love you. Yeah, I was suspicious of her, but she's kind of girl bossing, okay? I enjoy her very much so. Ugh, not this guy, though. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Put some respect on my name! Anyway, he said he's been doing, something or other for, how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial to get to, so I'd better be... Huh? Oh, no! I forgot my gavel! Sorry, gotta go! Okay. Okay. Sure. And there was literally only 2 times that I was not having like the best of time while playing this. And even then, it wasn't that bad. The worst was the trying to make the jar look like the Blue Badger. That is absolutely the top. Maya! Nothing soothes the soul like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Mystic Maya, afternoon training's about to begin. Coming! I love her. Well, see you around, Nick. I love you, Maya. I love you so much. I'm so sad. Yeah, it's been 2.5 hours. Wow. This was so good. I'm glad I finished it. We love Maya Fey. Absolutely. I love her so much. She's like probably one of my favorite characters. Where is he? Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, God. Mr. Edgeworth? I brought you your tea. What's going on? Vague, but okay. Oh, shoot. No, I'm glad we finished it. I feel like I've been putting off the end for a little bit. And I've sunk a lot of hours into this. Holy shit. Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Thank you so much for everything. You're welcome. I'm a little sad, but I'll be alright. You can always come back to see me. You and Maya would get on like a house on fire. Whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book. Oh. This is gonna make me sad. Oh, God damn it, bro. You can't do that shit to me. Babies. Oh my God, bro. Gotta tug on the heartstrings at the very last second, don't they? Fucking Capcom, dude. Dude, Capcom is like a genuinely banger studio. Hats off to them. Resident Evil will be my favorite series ever. Ace Attorney's fire. What else is made by Capcom? I've heard Street Fighter's really good. Like, I fear they just don't miss. Anyway, holy shit, that's Ace Attorney done. Like, don't worry about Miles, okay? No, I'm worrying about Miles. I'm worrying about him. Where is my man? Cause what happened there? I got closure for kind of closure for everybody else. What happened there? Yeah, let's just let him be. I don't trust anyone in this fucking chat right now, okay? Don't. I'm worried. I'm very worried. That's my man. That's the father to my children right there. Oh my God, bro. Is it like a game? Wait till the next game. Okay, like the next game in the trilogy, right? Like the Sorry if that's stupid to ask. Oh my god. He'll be fine. Okay, I trust. Okay. Anyway, so that was Ace Attorney. What a fucking ride it's been, truly. Like, so many hours were spent into that, and it was well worth it. And I cannot wait to play the next game. Yup, he'll def be fine. I don't know, guys! But I'm going to take a break before playing the second game. Not like a super long break, because I don't want to forget, like, you know, important stuff about characters. But enough time. I am going to start playing tomorrow when I go live, I'll be playing The Walking Dead. I also have Evil Within going still, but I also want to start The Walking Dead really bad because, you know, good game. Anyway, thank you for coming on this wild ride with me. Ace Attorney is a genuinely crazy, good game. Fucking hilarious, too. Genuinely. So good. And I hope everyone has a lovely day, lovely night, lovely everything ever. And thank you. Also, thank you for all your help, guys, in the TikTok chat. Because holy shit, some of that, oh my god. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I hope y'all have a lovely day, lovely night, lovely afternoon. And I will see y'all tomorrow. Goodbye.